Ladies and gentlemen, so like today I'll be taking you through what we call creating a digital marketing plan. So like my name is Khotatso Mokgopi as it depicts here on my name tag, of course, and then I would like to welcome you all for having to join me here. So there are some things which we need to take into consideration when we consider the likes of digital marketing. Because at the end of the day, digital marketing, of course, at the end of the day, is what this in this fourth industrial revolution speaks for us. For you to make it into your business, for you to make it into your blog, for you to make it in whatsoever that you want it to be known, you have to familiarize yourself with what we call digital marketing. So, as a result, we will be tackling about three things, which is building an introduction to digital marketing, building your digital marketing plan, as well as harnessing the power of digital advertising. So these are just mere three things that our agenda will be unfolding. So the question is, how do you engage with customers currently? If ever you have got any question, please kindly raise them onto comment box. I'll in a way be to some extent taking you through the answers which of course you might be needing on, or I'll as well in a way be to some extent be sharing from my point of view on how I do to some extent engage with customers. But the most mutual thing which I believe is via social media. Most of us who run businesses, we engage with our customers via social media. So there is an introduction to digital marketing. The question is, what is this thing called digital marketing? If ever you have got any clue of what digital marketing is, please to some extent comment on the box below so that we can to some extent all together be tackling it. So, should you not be knowing what digital marketing is, here is what digital marketing is. Digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands using the electronic devices or the internet. It includes the text, messaging, instant messaging, videos, applications, podcasts, electronic billboards, digital television, and radio channels, etc. Digital marketing, of course, allows us or an organization to analyze campaigns, content, and strategy to understand what is working and then what is not working, typically in a real time. So we need to really understand that digital marketing concentrate on using the wide range of online tools and technologies available, but the focus should only and always be on understanding the human behavior. Marketers face, of course, new challenges in this digital marketplace, but they also have the opportunities to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop, of course, deep relationship with customers based on ongoing interactions. So, remember, we live in a mobile world. What do this mean? Mobile in particular is changing how we act and behave as humans. We have never been more connected in information and knowledge as well as people. We have the answer to pretty much any question at our fingertips. You can just go to Google, you know very much well. We have the power to do our own product research online. So there are about 747 million SIM connection in sub-Saharan Africa. While there is about 91% of South Africans who own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya as well as Nigeria, respectively. So you will realize that us here in South Africa, we are so many that, of course, we make use of this social media because about 91% of us make use of these mobile phones. At some point, there is some 65% of the active mobile phone users in Nigeria or Africa in general that have shopped online. Have you shopped online? There are so galore of online shops lately. The one which, of course, majority of us might be knowing is Amazon. Have you ever shopped online via Amazon or Take a Lot? Okay, so what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? What opportunities do you think might arise? If ever there are anything which, of course, comes into your mind when you think of the opportunities that are available online, kindly do share, of course, on the comment box. Because here are some opportunities which, of course, might arise with being online. You are able to reach the global audience. This means that you are able to access the globe 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you are able to reach a unique audience, allows customers to find your product or services easily. So you are able to learn about your customers' behavior, conduct consumer and market research, and keep up the demands and then the trends in your markets. There are also analytics to help you understand that. You are able to communicate and support whomever or however you want to, because you are able to improve your customer service with greater flexibility, communicate with your customers and get their feedback on your business. So there are about key channels that we are going to be taking into consideration. Throughout this training, you will be learning about search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media marketing, display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. Out of all these, of course, digital marketing channels, which one are you currently familiar with? If ever you are familiar with any, kindly raise on the comment box so that we are able to engage. First thing first, we have got what we call SEO, being search engine optimization. This helps you to optimize your website so that it shows up more often in search engines or search results. We are talking about when you are to search on Google or stuff related on any search engine. We are having the likes of Google, Yandex, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, and so forth like that. As and when you search them, because of SEO optimization, your results or your website is likely to appear even more often because it is optimized. We are having what we call SEMs, called search engine marketings. So paying for advertising to appear in search engines, that's what search engine marketings is assist you in doing. So we are as well having what we call social media marketing, because having to use social media networks, it will assist you to gain traffic's attention as well as reach new people online. So we're having display marketing, which is an online advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. So it usually appears on a pop-ups format, or it appears in a video format, more especially as and when you go to YouTube, you will realize that there's so more of display marketing. When you go to Facebook, there are more of them. So display marketing, of course, it appears in different formats. We are as well having what we call email marketing. This collects and then use email addresses to communicate with users. We are lastly having what we call content marketing, because it assists you to create and share different types of content, such as blog posts or videos, guides, as well as infographics to attract the attention and drive traffic towards whatsoever you are looking for. So should there be any question to some extent, please just kindly raise on the comment box. I'll be able to assist you in any question you might be needing a clarity on. But remember, I'll not be posting. Rather, I just continue with my training so that the time, of course, it is not to affect us. Right now, I'll be taking you through building your digital marketing plan. There are about 6 steps which I'm going to be taking you on how to build them. First step is to build your business goals and objectives. Secondly, to budget and resourcing. Thirdly, audience. Fourthly, picking channels. Fifthly, planning your activity. While the last one, having to understand the SMART rule. So, first thing first, we are going to business goals and objectives. What do we mean by business goals and objectives? So, first thing first, when we are talking about the business goals and objectives, is that we ask you, what is it that you want to achieve? For example, there is this particular person called Monthly. Monthly is a hairdresser, and then her business goal is to get customers through her door, and then new as well as past to make more people in her area to know her business does exist. Because successful businesses are based on both goals and objectives. So, because they help us to clarify the purpose of our businesses and identify the necessary actions. Goals are general statements of desired achievement, while your objectives are for specific steps or actions you take to reach your goals. For example, having to understand the scenario of Monthly, because Monthly, we understand she is a hairdresser, and then her goal is to get customers through what we call customers, both past and the new, to come to her place to get familiar with her business, to let people to know that her business does exist. Example of online objectives which you should take into consideration are as follows. Number one, you must increase the traffic to website. Secondly, increase the online sales. Number three, you must increase social media page likes as well as follow from your customers. Lastly, you must increase online reach as well as awareness. What do we mean? So this is what we mean. They are what we call online objectives as well as what we call business goals. Do not, in a way, mix them. You need to be able to differentiate between objectives and goals. Objectives might be goals, but goals might not be objectives. So, for example, for you to consider some things when it comes to online objectives, you need to take into consideration that your objectives has to reach an online, of course, audience as well as awareness, to increase your website sales, to increase social media pages and follow, to increase your traffic to the website. While your goal is to make more people to be aware that your business exists, to sell more products online, to get found by more people when they're searching you on search engines and social media, to get more retaining on customers, right? So, number two, take into consideration the budget and resource you will need. So there is a particular person saying that I don't have a website yet. It is too much of an investment right now. So you see, this particular guy has to consider what works for him and what does not work for him. He doesn't have a website, but does this mean having not a website? It means that you will not be appearing on the site. You will not be, in a way, reaching your desired objectives. No, it doesn't really mean that, because lately on social medias there are a lot of opportunities that are available, of course, which will assist you, even if ever you do not have a website, to be more searchable. So what do I mean? That the likes of what we call Google My Business. You can go to Google My Business and list your business so that it can appear when people are searching for it on the net. So objectives number three is to consider the audience. Who are your audience? Who are your target market? Think about who are your target audience. Read out the example of the marks or monthly, of course, because remember, monthly says that she is targeting females in her local area. And then, of course, her most valuable customers are females above the age of 30 years old. And then, because they normally have children and then work part time, most of them use Facebook. So, do you see how, of course, Mondi or Max had to go about planning, of course, her audience? You must know who are your target market, so that once you know your target market, you will definitely know how to fill your customers. So, fourthly, consider the marketing channels. Which marketing channels will work for you, and then which one will not work for you? So, you need to understand that not all marketing channels will definitely be working for you. For example, you need to consider your objectives against your marketing channels. If ever your objectives is to increase an online reach and awareness, you must consider the marketing channels such as display marketing, social media, and content marketing. If ever your objectives is to increase website sales, you must consider the likes of social search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. Vice versa, should, of course, your objectives is to reach traffic to the website, consider again search engine, of course, marketing, search engine optimization, and search and email marketing. If ever your objectives is to increase customers' loyalty, use social media, use email marketing and content marketing. In that way, you will be engaging with them. Because not all marketing channels, of course, will suit your business goals. Consider which channels work best for you. Do this, of course, by using your online objectives. Because in that way, they will give you a clue or glimpse of what you need and what you do not need. Plan your activity. How do you go about planning your activity? First thing first, for you to plan your activity, you need to consider something. For example, take into consideration your statement. Your objectives here is to reach more people in your local area and get more returning customers. You do not have website because it is right now too much of an investment. So how could you use this to help you, the digital space to help you? Like, of course, there are several things which you need to consider. You must list your business on Google My Business and create a free website. So that as and when, of course, you have reached more people, that's when you will be able to upgrade to the premium one. Set up a Facebook page and collect reviews and post pictures of customers' hairstyles. In that way, people will be engaged, and then they will, people love to see things. We need to see your work so that we can be inspired. We can really know that you are capable of delivering. So use Facebook advertising or Instagram to showcase or to target the people in your local area with an offer to attract the new customers. Lastly, use what we call SMART rule. So, what is SMART rule? Can any one of you, of course, in the comment box, tell me what SMART rule is? So there is what we call SMART rule. So SMART rule, S stands for P specific, M being measurable, A being achievable, while R being realistic, T being time bound. So at the end of the day, SMART objectives help us to set goals that we are more likely to succeed and achieve. Instead of plucking ideas out of thin air, the SMART acronym gives us more structure. S, of course, stands for specific, as I've told you. What exactly do you want to achieve? Who, what, when, and how? Give your goal as much details as possible because that's what will give you what, of course, you are standing for. M stands for measurable. Will you know your goals being achieved? How will you know that? What metrics show success? Staff related. So is your business to some extent achievable? Do you have the skills, time, and resources to turn this goal into reality? R stands for realistic. Is the goal likely to be achieved, or is just merely a dream that will never emanate? T stands for time bound. When do you want this project to be complete? What is the time frame or the end date in your mind? Giving your goals, of course, a date will ensure that you are motivated and continually moving forward. So now we know what SMART goals are. Let us just try to set one for our own, having to consider the examples of Max. So how will you know if you have succeeded? Set the SMART objective to help you measure the success of your activity, of course. Because setting SMART objectives will definitely give you the success of your activity. Let now just look out into the broad objective first. To increase, of course, online sales. These are our broad objectives. To increase brand awareness. What are the SMART objectives? To increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. You see, we are specific. We are SMART. What do we mean? We are specific by what we need. We are measurable by what we need. We are as well being realistic. And then we are, to some extent, time bound. So these are some of the things which, of course, when you set your SMART goals, they will assist you. To increase our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%. So those are some of the things you should consider. So building a business goals. Reach more people in my local area and get more customers through my door. These are your business goals. Who are your audience? Females between the age of 39 and 45 who are in my local area, and then they are as well retaining customers. The channels you are to use, the local SEO as well as Facebook. Activities. Build a website and boost visibilities on Google. Use Facebook advertising to target people in your area. How do you go about online objectives? Increase online reach and then increase returning customers. So SMART objectives. Increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month. Increase bookings from the past customers by 20% in the next quarter. You see, you are now being, to some extent, SMART. And then that's what you need to set the goals for yourself. Being SMART is what, of course, is all about this thing. Be SMART. So right now, let us harness the power of digital advertising. How do we go by harnessing this power of digital advertising? Okay. So this is the search engine results page. The appearance of the results page adapts to the search that is made, but it contains three main things. The first thing you will notice is the search query. This is what someone, of course, has typed into Google. The results are then shown as either advertisement or organic listing. Ads are paid listing that appears above the organic listing, while the sponsored or ads icon appears next to this, of course, sales. So organic listing are sites that appears after ads. These have been optimized to have appear at the top of search. It means they have used what we call SEM, search engine marketing. So you will realize that green lines as well as green red weights, those it means that they are paid advertising. So how do search engine marketing works? It first thing first, it query whatsoever you want to do. Secondly, it will ensure that they appear what we call paid text as well as shopping ads. While thirdly, you will see the organic search listing. So of which, of course, all of this organic, it just means the search that appears without any payments. The search that already, of course, are optimized. So let us go into a process of search engine marketing. Understand your customer, number one. This is what makes everything else happen. Find a keywords. We need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target audience. Number three, create an advertisement copy. Because in order to create a good advertisement, you need to understand what your target customers want. Put it all together. This might sound intimidating, but of course, believe you me, it's really simple, and then we're going to take you through each step. Number one, search engine versus search engine optimization, SEM versus SEO. How do these two differ? SEO itself is free, which of course is the main benefit of it. It's organic. You pay nothing to a search engine like Google, Yahoo to rank based on relevancy of the search query. While the SEM is where you pay, but only when someone actually clicks on your ads. If your advertisement or ad server 10 times is only clicked on once, you only pay once, of course. We optimize by sending relevancy signals to the likes of the Google based on our web pages, incoming links, and some factors such as reviews. With search engine marketing, we just choose the keyword and bid. So it is much easier to be visible for important keywords than SEO. Lastly, SEO can take a lot of time depending on the nature of competition and type of the search query you are trying to rank. For example, if ever you are trying to rank pizza, might take months to appear. However, ranking the pizza for restaurant in Nairobi or in South Africa might only take few weeks as it is more specific and there will be lesser competition overall. So that is just how, of course, it is. In summary, search engine marketing is what is abbreviated as SEM, while search engine optimization is SEO. You pay for the search listing, there you do not pay anything. You bid keywords, you optimize keywords. You can get into the first page straight away. It can take time to rank on the page. So, how to get started with search engine optimization? You need to submit your content to Google. You need to monitor how you are doing in search and send alerts on critical, of course, issues. To some extent, you need to help Google to find your content by submitting a sidebar, by promoting your site on and offline, by sharing your content. You must as well assist, of course, this is what a search engine does. Help Google and users understand your content. Create a unique and accurate page titles. Create a good titles and snippets, as well as using the heading text to emphasize the important text. So that is just all there is to it. So search engine optimization tips for success. Run your own keywords research. Publish useful, high quality content. Make web pages search friendly, because there is no shortcut for search engine optimization, which will help you to improve your website's visibility to people who are searching for products or services like yours. Conduct a keywords research. Discover and understand what, of course, words or phrases people are looking for when they are searching for products and services relating to your business. The title and meta description are important when they are both used by the search engine to generate actual search results for the specific page. The title is used to generate the first line shown, and the meta description is used to describe the few short sentences that follow. You need to publish, of course, useful high quality content, as I've told you. Understand your customer and optimize your content to suit their needs. Lastly, please, on-page optimization or changes you can make on your website's individual page. Because do not try to speed up this process by trying to sneaky techniques like stuffing your website page with keywords. You just need to be careful. So what are display ads? What you see here are example of display ads. So there are so many types of advertisements here, which of course you might be familiar with every now and then. So now we have had a look of such ads, and then let's explore into display advertising. Because display advertising are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publisher sites, like poster or a flyer. So display advertisements comes in all different shapes, of course. Predominantly image banner. There are different ads formats available, such as text advertisements, image advertisement, videos, and ads across mobile websites. Visual advertisement can be more effective in getting people to click, as they are more often more eye-catching, and then they can stand out. So now, uh, how is display advertising different from search engine advertising? Do not worry. Let us step into it. For example, when we speak of search engine advertising as opposed to display advertising, search engine is focused around matching advertisement to user search queries on search engine like google.com. Most relevant when the primary objectives is to generate sales. While of course, when we speak of display advertising, it is focused around saving advertisement across different websites such as news, blogs, and local websites. These are relevant when the primary objectives is to drive brand awareness and traffic. So you need to differentiate between the two. If ever you need sales, consider search advertising. If ever you need brand awareness and traffic, consider a display advertising. So a process of display advertising, which you will be understanding. Number one, understand your customer. This is what makes everything else to happen. Number two, find placement ideas. We need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target, of course, audience. Create advertisement copy. In order to create this good advertisement, we need to understand what our target customers want. This might sound intimidating for putting it all together, but of course, you will all understand it. So what is social advertising? It is paid advertising on social networks like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn, also known as paid social media advertising or social media marketing. The likes of, you see, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, stuff related. So why should we use social advertising? Social media advertising allows you to target ideal customers, because with sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media platforms like Facebook will help you to target your ideal buyers, which allows you to drive more relevant traffic to your site. This is the best way to get most out of your marketing spend, because people are always on social media. It will as well increase your brand recognition. It will drive traffic to your site, reach specific target audience on different social media sites, target ideal customers, of course. It is cheaper as well as cost effective. In many cases, it is free. It generates leads. These are the advantages of social advertising. What are the main difference between organic and paid social advertising? Okay, so here are the difference. Organic social media, of course, views, actions, or clicks from posts are free. Content appears on your business profile and then in people's newsfeed. Can only reach your followers and friends of friends. While paid social media, you pay for views, actions, clicks, and stuff related. Your advertisement can appear in more places. It can reach anyone, of course, even people you don't have to follow. So, a process for social media advertising, it goes into 4 ways. You must choose objective, choose audience, and create advertisement, creative, as well as setting your budget. If ever, of course, you have got any question, just raise on the comment box. I'll not be posting for any question, but I'll be monitoring the comment box. Should you be, of course, having any question or any clarity relating to marketing, you may not hesitate, of course. So, what are your next steps? Let us just, in a way, understand how to go about it, because this right now takes us to the end of our lesson. But having heard exactly what I was taking you through, you must follow us on social media. via facebook.com/digital skills for Africa. On Twitter, we are still digital skills AF, meaning for digital skills Africa. On Instagram, we are just digital skills Africa. You can as well try to search Africa Kids Code. You will find us. Try to search Africa Kids Code across all social medias, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, as well as on LinkedIn. We are just Africa Kids Code. So I would just like to take this time to thank you guys for having paid much attention into today's training. So I'm very much grateful until we meet next time. Thank you. Should there be any question, guys, you must not hesitate to raise it. Even if ever, of course, this training has ended, my colleagues will be able to get in touch with you. So I just want to appreciate you and then thank you guys for your time. Until we meet again next time, we need to ensure that